People always talk about using your head in a street fight, have the right mindset, everything like that. But today we're gonna be talking about how to actually use your head and smash somebody. Okay, how to actually use your head in a self-defense situation. You've actually really messed up, in my opinion, if you have to use a headbutt, because if we're outside at this range, this is where your safety is. So always remember, good self-defense is keeping that 6-foot gap. If I step towards you, he steps back, right? If he continues to step back though, and steps back and steps back and steps back, well, now he's up on the wall. And this is typically where we would see like a headbutt actually being used, because he can't move backwards. It's very hard to move off at an angle, even if he's in the corner. Like, it just gets worse and worse and worse. When we're thinking of doing our headbutts, there's two schools of thought. One, if you have really strong neck and you it's called neck flexion. If you can whip your neck forward, right, that's gonna create a little bit of power, right? Easy way to train that at home, okay, is you just grab a paddle, grab a pillow, grab something, and you're just training your neck to smash. See what Chris can do? Nice, right? If he winds up that far, right, obviously the guy's just gonna punch him in the face. So it's gotta be a little quicker. So if we go to the back of the wall, so now here, and he's just boom, right? You can see it's much weaker because he's not winding into it. The ones that I see that are like absolutely devastating are the ones where you're like shooting your whole body forward. So if I'm thinking about headbutting, I'm actually driving my body and I'm kind of pushing into it there, right? So if I'm getting up in his face, this is my face, right? He's gonna shoot his whole body. He tried to do a little bit of both there. You've seen his neck went down, his body went forward. So that was better. Like, you kind of combine the two together. But this one, we're gonna start with the chin tucked down first. And I want him to think about, especially if I'm taller, driving up and into it. That was better, that was better. Now he's gotta actually use his legs and like shoot like he's jumping, like you're gonna dunk. Yeah, there you go, right? And you can hear, and that's why I like the paddle. Like, coach mitts are okay. The paddle gives you a little bit more of an understanding of like, am I getting a good smack or not? We understand the context. Somebody's in your face. You've messed up. You've let them get this close. All they need to do to stop a headbutt is to do this, right? Let's try headbutt me. Nothing works. When he's thinking of that headbutt, it's more he's like kind of, you know, the macho or the machismo guy, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Right? And kind of chest to chest, and you just kind of shoot at them, right? When you're hitting somebody with your forehead, right where the hairline meets it. For Chris, he's still got a nice head of hair on him, right? Right there. That's gonna be your strongest part. I've actually trained police officers before, and they said that they've shot subjects with a 9mm round. It's actually entered into the skull, or sorry, entered through the skin, hit the skull, wrapped around, and then exited out the backside. So if that just attests to how strong a forehead can actually be, right? If you look at like Shaolin Kung Fu guys, they actually train to tuck the chin down and take punches off the forehead, you know, mitigating any damage to the nose or to the jaws. The forehead is very, very strong. My favorite way to use it though is if he has his hands up, right? And I'm kind of outside of range here. I'm gonna clear the hands out and I'm gonna drive forward, right? So imagine Chris is the aggressor here. He puts his hands up. Yeah, see how he cocked up right away and his chin went up? Whack, and I just go and smash in. This isn't one that you can really train a whole bunch and do a whole bunch of drills other than the paddle, because there's not a lot of ways that you can do this without absolutely smashing your partner. I'll show you another place I like to do is on the ground. So Chris goes on the ground. I'm in close guard, or I'm in his close guard, I should say. And it's like, okay, we're getting in a good arm fight. Right? So I'm here, I'm controlling him. He gets out of that. Boom, he wraps the arms. I'm in trouble here. I can't get my arms free. He's not really punching me. He's just controlling the fight. We don't see this MMA because headbutts aren't allowed. So from here, boom, headbutting. Typically though, he'll put his hips back, right? And he'll kind of push me, boom, then I can headbutt into the sternum. It's not going to do a lot, but it does make them think about it, right? If I have good, just wrap the arms tight. If I have good heavy pressure here, I'm driving my head in, couple of little hits there. Like, there are a lot of other places that you can be using headbutts rather than just standing. But the key is here, hitting with that edge of the hairline and doing some damage. But again, you messed up if you let him get that close. Stay safe.